Alright guys, I'm on a roll. I'm back with another little video. Ooh, let me see if I can. Lord. Okay, so this video is going to be about spell work. I gave a shout out to, oh my gosh, I think I'm not going to try and remember her name on YouTube, but if you watch my video in regards to the haul that I did, you guys will know that I shouted out the person who did a similar spell that I did a couple of weeks ago, and I'm gonna just let you guys know it's a self-love spell. It's for self-love and removal of all negative self-hatred or any negative self-blockages that you might have in regards to love, not just for your partner but for yourself as well. Now, the ingredients that I used were so I hope you guys can see it, spikenard. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's roots. This is a root. And dry roses that I collect from the altars of my spirits and my ancestors. A pink candle. It could be a 7-day candle, but I do not recommend this candle for this spell. I recommend a candle like this that's soft, that you can pinch, because you're gonna need to put in these nails inside the candle. It doesn't have to be this big. It could be smaller than this. Doesn't matter. This one is white in the inside. Oh, I hope you guys can see that. There you go. This one is white in the inside, but that's fine. That's not a problem. You need your whatever cleansing oil, water you use to cleanse the candle before you not just charge it, but before you dress it. I use my handy dandy consecrating tool. I used the love spell. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. It's called the Love Spell fragrance and an eternity type fragrance. And these little aroma fragrances, you can get them at the 99-cent store here in New York. Or you can use whatever perfume or, I mean not perfume, whatever oil would make you want to smell yourself or love yourself, because this is all about you, remember. If you read any holy scriptures, you can use the Holy Bible, and I'll explain that in a minute, or you can use the Holy Quran. I have the Quran. I have not read the Quran in its totality, so I cannot tell you go here and you'll get a spell for self-love and etc., etc. You need your petition little piece of paper, and if you're like me, you're going to use either oracle cards or tarot cards for spell work. You need those as well. You can use either or both, however you choose. Now, this video, I'm going to combine 2 video responses in this video. It's going to be one from Wild Woman, and she asked me how I use the cards. I believe it's a question, if I'm not mistaken, in spell work. And Larissa asked me how I use candle magic. So all of these recipes, I mean spells and or rituals, however you consider them to be, it's fire magic. I'm just not going to light the candle right in front of you guys, because I feel like that would be self-sabotaging. But I'm letting you guys know exactly what I use so that you can go home, practice it, use it, etc. You need either you can use a pink pen, a red pen, whatever pen or pencil resonates with love. I like to use pencil when I'm writing my petition. And you also need these little nails right here, and then I'll show you why. Okay, so So this is a video response, and also just to let you guys know, because sometimes we forget about ourselves, especially us, those who are readers, those who are psychics, etc., etc. We forget to love ourselves. We can pamper ourselves with spa dates. We can pamper ourselves with sea salt baths, etc., etc. But sometimes we need some deep healing. And a couple of weeks ago, I needed deep healing. So this is what I'm doing. So what you're gonna do is, of course, you're gonna put your intention in the candle. You're gonna tell the candle what it needs to do for you. Then you're going to write on the candle self-love, or on the side. This one is difficult to write on the side because I don't know if you can see, but it has like little edges. I hope you guys can see a little bit, I guess. It has little edges on it, so you can write self-love, your first, last name, and your date of birth, because remember, this is a spell for you and it needs to work for you only. And also use numerology. I use the number 9 because the number 9 is the number for self-love and universal love. So and completions and spirit and the Holy Spirit. Or you can also use the number 6 for unconditional love as well. That has the frequency of unconditional love. You can put it on your candle for frequency. And also, this just came to mind. Maybe this is somebody's idea, just the same as mine, but I didn't do this before. But you can use whatever number is against self-love or against unconditional love. You can put it at the bottom so that it's kind of you like squashing that idea of no self-love at all. Then after you write on it, give it your intention, you can put whatever oil or fragrance oil you want. I put these two, and then I sprinkled the herbs that I use, which is the dried roses and the roots. I sprinkled them all over, and then after I did that, I put the nails or needles inside the candle, and every time I put the needles in there or the nails, I said self-love to Madeline, self-love to Madeline, self-love to Madeline, blah blah blah, or whatever it is that you want to say. You say that, or whatever it is that you want to remove, because the use of the nails in the candle is to remove or to you can use it to remove something, like to hurt your self-doubt, to hurt your fear. You can do that, or it can also be a symbolism of you injecting self-love to yourself. You can do that as well. But before you do all of that, make sure that you have your petition so that you can read your petition to your candle before burning it. Now, the Holy Bible has a section called Psalms, and you can use certain Psalms for self-love. Most of them are going to say the Lord or God, or God have mercy on me, or God have love for me. Instead of saying God or Lord, you can say Jane Doe has love for me, meaning your name, you have love for yourself, and you just change it up to something that's yours. But the Bible and the holy books have powerful spells in them, so please just try to connect with your Bibles. They're good for spell work, and they're also good for astrology also, even though people hate it because of this whole image that they have of Yeshua. Then to answer your question in regards to the tarot and oracle, you can use, I chose 2 decks. I chose the Mystic Dreamer, and I also chose the Enchanted Maps oracle for myself, for my own spell work. It's just for me. It only has my energy. I'm not reading with them. What happens for this specific spell, I used 3 cards, right? Let me show you. If I chose these 3 cards, even though I used these 3 for the spell. So there's Solitude, there's Balance Act, there's Heal the Ouch. So what you're going to do is, just like in the Celtic Cross, you're going to, what's at the bottom is Balance Act. This is what's the unseen, or what's trying to come out to the surface. What's blocking it is solitude. So I was feeling alone. Let's say I was feeling alone. There's no one around, so therefore I started hating myself. So that's what's crossing it. What you're gonna do is put your candle on top. See? Put your candle on top before it burns, and then put the third card, heal the ouch, which is going to be a representation of what you want the candle to do, and you can place it behind the candle, and it'll literally be a symbol of telling the candle, you know, heal the ouch, heal the ouch, heal the ouch. So I'm going to say it again. So the bottom card is what you want to manifest. What is blocking it is solitude. So the second card is the blocking. And then the third card is what you want to manifest. Now with the tarot, it's the same thing. It's the same difference. So what I want to manifest is, you can use different cards for this spell. You don't need to use exactly what I'm using, but I use the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. I used what was being blocked as the 9 of Cups, which is self-love, self-fulfillment, emotional stability. What's crossing it is me, myself, and I, and other things that might be blocking me or backstabbing me or stopping me from moving along. My candle right here, and the 2 of Cups is what I wanted to achieve. Yes, this is a self-love spell, but the 2 of Cups to me represents inner emotional stability. So both my masculine and the feminine energy that live within me, I want them to be a unit. I want them to be stable and balanced. I want them to be stable and balanced so that I can feel the vibration, and so therefore love myself even more. So you can use whatever you want. And then I put it there, lit my candle, and then that was it. Oh, and then when I lit my candle, of course, I recited my petition, or what I wanted the candle to do. For this spell, since the cards are there already, you can leave the petition right in front, or you can fold the petition towards yourself and put it under the tarot deck, the tarot cards, or put it under the base of whatever candle you're using. So I hope this makes sense to you guys, and please let me know if this works for you. Self-love is imperative for people who want to be in the frequency of unconditional love, or people who are healers and helpers at their best. You must learn to heal and love yourself before you can go forward with something or someone else. So blessings and love to all of you guys, and please stay tuned for my other videos as well. Blessings and love. Bye.